Well, hey there everybody, this is Kelly at Envy Soapworks. Thanks for stopping in to make another batch of cold process soap with me. Today I'm going to be making a soap that is scented in a very classic fragrance. This one is going to be scented in Plumeria. It is by Wholesale Supplies Plus. They have a really nice version of this scent, and so this isn't one that I keep in my shop all the time, but it is one that I enjoy and like to bring back like every 6 months or so. I'll make a loaf of it. Like I said, it's just a classic that a lot of people like. Now for the colors that I've chosen for this, normally I do more of like a pastel, like pink, yellow, and purple, a little bit like more truer to the actual flower. But this time I'm going to go a little bit bolder. This here is Radically Reddish Neon. This is from Micah's and More. I've never tried this. This will be my first try. It is an extremely hot pink, pinkish red color. This is a dark purple. This is cosmetic purple. And here I have their sunflower yellow. It's just a very beautiful, like golden yellow that stays very true in the soap. And then here I have sparkle green. So what I'm going to do with this is swirl these colors in with lots of white in my tall and skinny mold. I'm not sure if I want to use the skinny hanger, if I want to use the hanger tool that came with the mold that's a little bit thicker, but I'll decide when I get to that point. So that is my plan for this one. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my additives blended up just really quick. I always forget to do that beforehand. And then we will get going. So I'm going to go ahead and get my lye in now. I'm soaping at room temperature, and this is my my normal recipe: olive, palm, coconut, avocado oil, babassu oil, argan oil, shea butter, castor oil. I think that is everything. But that is my the recipe that I use most often. I've just really come to love that recipe, and I finally got it tweaked to just the right you know, the right feeling that I like to have in my soap. So I'm going to go ahead and get this emulsified, and I'm going to add in my coconut oil as I kind of hit emulsification. And every time that I've used this fragrance oil in the past, it has behaved really nicely for me, so I don't anticipate having any issues with this one. Alright, so that is the consistency that I'm looking for right there. And I know that I do an awful lot of hanger swirls, but that is just my most favorite. I just love the look of the colors swirled together with the hanger. I just cannot get enough hanger swirls. So I hope you guys don't get tired of seeing me do hanger swirl after hanger swirl. I do try to do other techniques, but I always come back to my most favorite. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get my cups over here. Now I think I want the least bit of yellow. So I'm going to get a little bit smaller cup for the yellow. And even though I know how this fragrance oil has behaved in the past, I'm still going to wait to add it after I've got my colors mixed in, just because I think that it does kind of start setting up. You know, it stays fluid enough to do what you want to do, but it does kind of tend to want to set up a little faster, so I want to give myself enough working time as possible. don't get way too much color, so I'm going to kind of divide between what I have poured here, because I always get way too much color. And of course I want to whiten my base, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done now. And I want it to be a little bit more on the whiter side than cream, so these colors really pop. That's what I'm going for. Perfect. That is a nice white color right there, actually. That's going to be exactly what I wanted. Okay, so now that I've got my white, done, I'm going to go ahead and pull my colors over here and get those mixed up. Now let's start with this really radical red. Ready, so you can see here these colors that I have picked for Plumeria, and like I said, this is the first time I used this radically reddish neon, and it is, I think, the brightest the brightest soap I've ever seen in my life. I don't think the intensity really shows through the camera, but this is just like, wow, really bright. It is so pretty. The only hope that I have is that it does not end up bleeding into the white, kind of creeping over to the white. That I don't know if it will happen or not. So, but anyhow, I'm going to go ahead now and get my fragrance in. I have a teeny tiny little bit in this bottle from the last time I made this soap, so I'm just going to use it up. This is a 2.5 pound batch, so what I have left here will be perfect for this batch size. Now, why do I see ricing happening? Ugh, don't tell me it's gonna rice. Please, don't rice. Why would it rice now? Ay, ay, ay. So, I had a little bit of ricing going on, and it may be because my batter here is a lot colder than I normally soap, so I probably, because I don't normally have any ricing issues with this particular fragrance. So, what I'm going to do is whisk in the rest of the fragrance, and hopefully that will prevent the ricing from taking hold. I really dislike ricing. Really do. Oh, this is a nice fragrance. It smells so nice. Okay, so far that is helping the situation. This one didn't seem to rice at all. we're doing good here. Don't think that we're going to have an issue. Okay. So a lot of times if you see ricing kind of start to happen right away and you've got a whisk handy, just go in and whisk in your fragrance, and it normally can, kind of help keep that from, even forming and becoming an issue in your soap. Sometimes not though. It just depends. But I think this time it's helping the situation. Now, my whisk is too big to fit into this little guy, so I'm just going to go and stir it, quickly. Okay, whoops, almost went overboard there. Just a little bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and take a peek at everything. Looking good. Actually getting a little bit thick here, but that's alright. That's alright. I can plan around that. Okay, so yeah, we are thickening up quite a bit. This is the most, especially this one, this is the most troublesome this fragrance has ever been to me. So we will see how this is going to go. Now I'm still going to go ahead and do my plan here. And there is like itty bitty tiny little ricing that I see here in the soap, but ooh, it's getting really thick, you guys. So let me stir it vigorously to kind of loosen it up. Now the neon one is the worst. The other ones aren't as thick as that one. So I'm just going to do my best to get a stripe. Goodness gracious. Maybe this isn't such a good idea. I should have changed my plan. Okay, you guys, so that is the worst that this fragrance oil has ever behaved. Really, I was just kind of spooning it in where I would normally stream it in a thin pour. So I really have no idea how this one is going to turn out. But I'm still going to go forward with my hanger swirl and hopefully get something cool out of this soap here. So, man, it really wanted to thicken up on me really, really fast, which, like I said, is not normal for this fragrance oil. So, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead now and get my top on. Okay, everybody, so my camera died. I ran out of memory on it. I need to get a new camera. But anyway, you can see here I did end up getting everything up here on the top, and now I'm just going to go ahead and do some sort of a top on this. Probably my go-to little twirl. Usually like the way that this looks, kind of like a braid. I'm trying not to put my hand right in your face because I'm really close to the camera. We're getting really close to the camera there. But that is really pretty. Let me show you guys. Okay, so that is the top of my Plumeria soap. And so tomorrow I will bring you guys back and we will cut this baby and see what we got inside. Even though it thickened up on me, I have high hopes for this little hanger swirl. So I will see you guys soon. Bye. Alright, everybody, we are back with this little Plumeria soap. Now, this one gave me a lot of trouble. I do not normally have any issues when I've soaped with Plumeria in the past, and I have used it from that same company, so I don't know what was up with this one, but it did accelerate, as you saw, and I also had rising. I do think the top is really pretty. I like this color combination. This is not a combination that I would normally do. It kind of reminds me of Easter. But I thought with the scent Plumeria, you know, the way the flower looks, these are kind of its colors. So I went ahead and went with that kind of color scheme. So I really have no idea what on earth I have got inside of this, with it being as thick and then me still going ahead and doing the striping down the side. That is normally not a pour that I would do with a thickened soap, but I had already kind of got it started and I just didn't really know what to do and how to like change it up to salvage it, so I just took my chances. So we're just going to go ahead and cut it. I will be really surprised if I get anything really cool inside. I don't know. Let's find out. Wow, whoa. I am really surprised. Look how pretty that is. That's actually really pretty. Now, I'm definitely missing, you know, the very thin fluid pour stripes. I'm not getting any striping, but the pattern is really not that bad. So I think I can live with this. Let's see what else we see in here. And it does smell really good. I do enjoy this fragrance a lot. So, oh, this one's pretty. You can start to see some of the yellow popping up in there. I didn't use as much yellow as I did the other colors. Gosh, I just love the top on this too. I do like that yellow in there. I think it adds a lot. Man, that really red neon is extremely bright. I think it's really pretty. That was the first time I had used it. It's definitely pink. It's not red, but I don't really think it's supposed to be a true red. It's just supposed to be kind of a you know, reddish pink. And oh man, that is a pretty swirl. I do like that. I do like that a lot. And since it was thickened up a bit, I got a really nice texture on the top, and I'm really happy with that. Oh good, I'm so relieved. I was excited to have the Plumeria fragrance again, but I was so bummed out after it acted up on me. I didn't think that I was going to be happy with the way that it turned out, but I am, so that it actually ended up working out good. And since I always do, I know I do this pour a lot with the striping and the hanger swirl, so it's actually nice to kind of have a different look from the other soaps that I do like that with the thickened batter. Now don't get me wrong, I don't want my other soaps to do that to me. I like my very fluid batter, but I am really happy with the way that this swirl has turned out. It's really pretty. It almost looks like little flowers. Really cool. And while this isn't a color combination I would normally do, you know, like I said, I just picked it because of this particular fragrance, and it's everything about this soap is actually working for me. So, see, you never know. I was totally prepared to be bummed out just because this one didn't work out as I had planned. But you just never know what you're going to get inside of these things. I think that's one of the most exciting parts about soaping is the surprise. The surprise when you finally get to cut into these and see what you've come up with. So it is New Year's Day today. I can't think of any better way to start off my year than my favorite pastime. Cool. Like this. Ooh, this one's neat. See the very intricate pink section. That is cool. But another thing is, like, since it was so thick, I really swirled it a lot more than I normally would, because I was afraid that, you know, with the thickened batter it just wasn't swirling in there like it normally would. And so I was thinking that I may have also, you know, over swirled it too. So, oh, I'm really pleasantly surprised with this. This actually, the more I look at it, it actually looks like Plumeria flowers to me. Now maybe that's just wishful thinking on my part. It may be. Oh, look at the end. It's just like blobs because my hanger's a little too short. I don't know why I don't fix that, but I always get like the little end piece is always kind of like little blobs. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I'm actually seeing like little flowers. That is so neat. Alright, you guys, so I gotta say, I'm really pleased with the way that this one turned out. I was kind of expecting a flop with all the issues that I had with this, but I ended up really liking it. So thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye!